I would say the best place to practice is to join a couple of meetup groups. And I would go on a regular basis, and it's like, I remember when I got my first fellowship and I went to Chile and my Spanish was not great. So I just decided I'm just gonna go out and I'm gonna sound stupid. And the only way to overcome that is to just sound stupid. And then after a few weeks, I was fine, and I got better after that and got better after that. I think if you can, the more rehearsal that you get, the more people you stand in front of, the more that you get your pitch. So Dan, tell me about yourself. Or the second question, there's a blog post I wrote about the second question, which I hate, because in Washington, it's all about the second question. They make decisions on you based on how you answer. So what do you do? So if you can figure out, when they say, so Doug, what do you do? And I say, well, here's what I'm working on, because I prefer to cast it that way. I work on things, I don't do things. So if you can frame and practice, if you can frame it as to what you're working on, the things that interest you, I think you'll be fine, but you have to practice. And so go to as many meetups as you possibly can stand and work on, as I call it, bring some hand sanitizer with you and just practice. You'll be fine. So I was laid off from my job in 2008. And so I said yes to everything in the first 6 months. And then I realized that I'd spent a lot of years building a network. And so after about 6 to 8 months, all these phone calls started showing up. So I was able to, and then again, social networking. You've got to let people know that you're out there. You don't have to pepper them with, so anything yet, anything yet, anything yet? You don't have to do that. I think if you build a resume, use LinkedIn again, have yourself out there, and then post. Get on, you should be tweeting, you should be active, you should be alive. You shouldn't be tweeting, okay, so I'm having a glass of wine right now. And you should also be following people who are interesting. I listed those people who I follow. I think they're really, really interesting people for different reasons. So if you can, there's no real one answer to it, I guess is what I'm saying. I think you have to find a comfort level that only works for you. But still, you have to find, and there is a line. My line is very different from your line. But you have to find a place where you're comfortable with who you are and what you do, and you're having a great time doing it. It'll show when you go to the meetup and you talk to people.